Hello everyone, it's Menenberg, and instead of doing an episode of The Worst right now, I felt like it was worthwhile to spend a moment and check in with you. Months and months ago, when this whole pandemic started getting serious and everything, we used to check in, and I used to ask you how you were doing with the quarantine, the lockdowns, the remote learning, all that kind of thing. And it's been a while, and for that I'm sorry. So I wanted to take a few minutes and just talk through a few of the things that might be on your mind. Obviously, our state has restricted a lot of activities right now, and you're probably feeling it. You students who are doing remote learning for the third or fourth month now this school year, you're definitely feeling probably a little stir crazy. Probably difficult for you to get up in the morning and get motivated to do all the things you gotta do, and I get that. And as a teacher, as a husband, as a father, as just a human being, I know it's often a challenge to do that on a regular basis, especially when it starts to feel like monotonous and sometimes even meaningless. Like, what are we doing with this class, or what are we doing with this school, or your job, if it's just one thing after another that just doesn't seem to go anywhere when we're locked down like this. So I want to acknowledge, like, that's a reality for a lot of us. It's a struggle, and it's not easy. But that being said, I want to just check in and see what is working for you. What are you doing that has been positive? What are you learning during this time? What is something that you've picked up, a habit or a hobby perhaps that you might not have done otherwise? What have you made time for that has been out of the ordinary for you? One of the new traditions that has started since quarantine and all this would have happened anyway probably, but my boys and I, my 3.5 and 1.5-year-old, we wrestle every evening before bedtime. It's been fantastic. I love those types of traditions and routines. One thing that I would tell you that's been helpful for me is having some amount of routine in my life has really helped me stay somewhat balanced, and that includes having a regular sleep schedule, getting enough sleep, eating normally, right? These types of obvious things can tend to escape us when our schedules are not the same as usual, or if we're staying in one place, our bedroom for example, for way longer than normal. I'm also making sure I get my steps in every day. Staying active has been a really important thing for me, not only because I have a kind of a jacked up spine, as some of you may know, but it's just healthy, right? It helps you clear your mind. It helps you kind of stay on top of your physical condition a little bit. But again, I know that's not easy for all of us, and I know there's other contributing factors that affect your ability to be resilient, your ability to stay motivated, and that type of thing. So I want to hear from you. What's going on? What's been hard? What's been good? What can I do perhaps to help you? I know I've been trying to check in with some of my students, do meet up, do Zoom calls, Teams calls, things like that, just to say hi and see how you're doing. I'd love to hear from you. I want to know how you're doing and how I can help. This is a really, really unprecedented, tough time. There's a lot of negativity out there in the world. I know I contribute to some of that, especially with my episodes of The Worst, let's be honest. But I think we can still make some good come from all of this. And I want to hear from you to that end. I want to hear how we can do this together, how we can get through all of this together, and how we can make some positive changes in our own individual daily lives that perhaps make us turn a corner, help us to grow as individuals, and therefore as a society. People, we got a road ahead of us. We certainly do. But we can do it. We can. Y'all are really smart people, and you're hardworking people, and you care about things, including each other. So I think if we put all that together, it could be a recipe for some good stuff. I hope that I have been of some help to you, and I hope I can be going forward. Please let me know, though. Please let me know what you need and how I can be of service to you, how I can help you. All right? Until then, just remember, life is about choices. We'll see you next time.